Ready. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Let's go. Come on.
58 to Mike, 58. Three buzz. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So they want this. Switch.
Second and 5. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Go out. 6-6. Pull it. Beat them.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Kill. Turn up. Check. Crunch.
Shift. Watch.
Go. 58, boys. 58. Take off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their... First play from scrimmage.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Set, cut.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Six guys. Go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Slam. Hey, I need one over here. Delta.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Hey, here we go. Check 24.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Yeah, he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And less than a yard.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Down. 70. Indy. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
22, check, Palmer. 22, check, Palmer. 51 to Mike. 51. Here we go, D. Here I come. Come on. Check 9, check 9.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Higgins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long set. Mike 51, Mike 51. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
2nd and 1. Throwing left side, it's complete. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Let's go, D. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jannard Avery make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Crusaders 7, Browns nothing.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Shift, shift. Right here. Twist. Go. He's coming. We got double up. Shift. Check 50.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Here we go. Let's go. Mike. Haywood. 51.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch a slant.
He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And all the way down to the 29. And a huge play that time. 51 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
SOS. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Here we go.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another San Diego first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Watch block. 66. Pull it. Now. Shoot. 51, Mike. Mike, boom. Watch the run. Hey. Under crunch.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that Time, but it'll be second down.
Johnson, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 25.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Go.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Pick it up.
2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Recon, one time.
Balaj. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
60 outlaw. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Check, 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 check.
36, 36. Check, 36.
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hatchet, hatchet. Kill, kill, kill.
Look at me. Door, door. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Let's go.
Throwing again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, let's go. Hey, BigQadeer. Hey, dude.
Three down.
Hard, hard.
Check, check, check.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
Greystone, travel. Protein spill. Get it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Go, go.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Check pass, check pass.
94 is the mic. 94 is the mic.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. 58, right over there, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Delta.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Watch it.
Hey, lock it.
From the gun, Lawrence. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Let's go, let's go.
Hey, go. Mike. Go 58's the Mike.
Go, go. Let's get that ball right here.
58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike.
Too little, Cupcake. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Ready to break.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go, folks.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Rotate. Spell. Hayward.
Right there. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. A big connection on that one. 45 yards.
Check. Lucky. Check. Bomber.
58 is the mic. Go.
Hustle, hustle.
Yo. 58.
64. Wait.
Go. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Page.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
At the 28-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check. Go. Crack now.
Tighten up.
Go. Tighten up.
Check 52.
Check 3.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Back to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
You don't want none. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Go. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. Single. Scared. Check 31.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 58's the mic. You got nothing.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Motion.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I got you, boy. Hey.
Get him on. Yes. Check me out. Good. The mic, boys. 51. Bring it. Go.
They'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Focus, defense, focus. Kill. Whip. Go. Check 43. Tight dog. Now. That's
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. The pressure drops off as they look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Set. 60 outlaw.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Off play action. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Any weapons? Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check, check, check. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Check.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Garrett, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Second down.
Shut. To Pittsburgh. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Any weapon. Go 58 to Mike. Here I come. That's it. Yeah. 58 to Mike. Check, 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 check.
They'll set up a throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And the ball is knocked out. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Right there. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you, okay? Trump. 58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. No, go. Off. It's clean.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Exit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got him in, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, Wahoo!
55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Bravo!
Check right, check right. Watch it divide.
It's been a long day for you.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Charlie! Hit it.
To throw again. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake. Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
3 and out. Fourth down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Watch the safety creep.
Leo! Hey, Alpha! Shoot!
On fourth down, Lawrence. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Henry.
58, right over there.
Zip it.
Mike, 58, right there. Danny.
What?
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Ball try. That's right.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
65. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike.
Big stop. Zoom. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Browns take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his team. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Guys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter? He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown! A great effort there. 76 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A draw play now. Balaj. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6.
Now Balaj. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 14. First down, Browns.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Got it.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the delay, it's Balaj. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Big screen. 218.
They run it with Balaj. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup.
Off play action. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. And they rattle off a big one. And even 50 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
51's the mic.
And let's pick back and go full strength.
Shit.
Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
San Diego, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.